Okay, I've started recording and I guess I'm gonna start.
I don't know what's happened.
I just found one of the Easter eggs. It's for a level called This Is Not an Easter Egg. You have to access the console and put it in. I'll just let me show you this. Where's the sound? Why is there no sound? What is wrong?
Maybe because Nick's destroying something at the moment.
Sorry.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, lemonade is made, sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade, yeah, sweet lemonade. It's that.
No. Just no.
Yeah, I think I load a different save. That's not really going anywhere. Oh god, I just remembered where I was. Guys, you know, at the end of the last video, I had a nice friendly SWAT team.
Oh, you just fell.
And then I fell down the hole. Now I'm on my own.
I'm watching the very end of the video now to see where you are.
I'm in a hole on my own.
Oh, you got a vent in front of you.
Yeah.
Done.
Now what does she want? Seriously, for God's sake.
What's the go? Sweet lemon.
Ron.
Where
is my graphics? You douchebag. Be right back.
Okay. I said, where is my graph? You're remaining very quiet. I thought something bad would have happened. Like,
I required the box. Ow.
Stuart's been very quiet. I don't know whether he's died yet or not.
Oh crap, I'm slightly too far away from my computer to use the headphones. Okay, now I'm closer. Everything is cool. Okay, now to search the product number of the thingamabob that is in front of me. Lord no.
Maybe you need extra some.
Okay, I'm back.
2x.
Are you ready to be
Vent first. Chapter 5, Dead Signal. Well, oh god, what?
This page is in Vietnamese?
Pwned. Are you still trying to get drivers? Oh, come on, stupid starting vent.
No, I'm trying to find some information on my laptop which I have got in front of me.
Oh god, that is so dark. What? I can't see a thing.
Where did I buy this?
Cannot see a oh god, what? Okay. I just paused at the wrong time.
Is she there?
What? I can't adjust brightness levels. Okay, make the room as dark as possible, because then I can see. I'd rather see than be in a dark room than be in a bright room or not see.
Nice.
So the darker the better.
Model N5 110.
Oh god, what's going on? I can't see anything. My light doesn't work. What's that? Pyrotechnic blocker. Flares! Ah, skeleton. What? Where am I? This makes no sense. What? Where the hell am I? What do? Where go? Oh, okay. Bash time!
Where are you?
I'm in a place where I don't know how I got here, considering I walked down a long corridor, and now I look behind me and there's nothing there, just a wall.
Oh, it's like that thing that's closed in on you.
Kind of.
And in the
Except
vent
I
as well.
have no torch and I've got like emergency flares to light my way.
Flares?
Yeah.
Sweet.
No, not really.
Flares are fun. Especially when you fly a plane and then turn upside down and then fire a flare.
Yeah, but I can't see anything. Well, if someone tries to attack me, I've got to then try and drop the flare and fight it off and stuff. Button! Green light means it's good, right? Ah! Fuck! Ah! Zombie! No!
How come Dell isn't telling me I'm not on the computer which I have?
Oh god, there's a siren. What?
Being an ass.
No? You burn now. Bad zombie. Now I can't see. Why did you... Ah! What the... Ow! I can't see anything. Ah, no! Zombie! What? Ah! Ah! What the... How did you get there? What's going on? Run back to greenness. What? What is that? Oh god. I can hardly see a thing. Smash everything! I'm just gonna keep on swinging my axe so I can... What the? Ah! What the? What the fuck? I hear bad noises. Jumpy. What? What the hell is going on? I can't see anything. It's just dark and... Oh god, noises, what? Oh, it's those whole face things.
Whole face things?
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah, those things. Oh god, what? No! Ah! Ah! Basically, it's just pitch black. I'm flailing my axe around and magically killing things.
Oh, wonderful.
Not really. Oh, I think that's more angry things, I don't know. Flare, flare, flare. Oh, what? I fell. Oh god. Where am I? What's going on? I can't see anything, I just see black shapes. It's horrific. Oh, the light's moving. Oh, fuck off! I'm stuck. Scary noises. Okay, jump the hole and don't go sliding off the air. Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously?
I shouldn't just be
well.
I shouldn't just be laughing at you.
For God's sake, what? What is this? It's annoying. I've got to try and jump a gap, and I've jumped 3 times, and every time I've gone over, I've like jumped and like slid off the end or something. Okay, I've made it. Now I need to wait for the light to come back so I can see. God damn it, I wish my torch would just work. Oh, oh yay, a vent.
Vent, yay.
Light! Oh, happy days. No, what? Oh, piss off! Oh god.
Killed you?
No, it's just been shut in a room and it's dark. That's
Okay.
scary.
10, 9,
What?
7,
Oh god.
6,
I think, oh god, I think I'm
Oh, I
gonna
hear
blow
a
up.
whisper.
What?
3,
What's he tell you?
2.
What? Countdown. Rumbling.
Thank you for participating in this fire drill.
Explosion.
If it was a real fire,
Oh, if it was a real fire, I'd be dead by now. Thanks.
Did she put you somewhere else?
No. There was a fire drill and I got trapped in a tiny little room.
Oh,
Then
damn.
I got told if it was a real fire. Oh, what the? No.
Most of the time you're just confused as to what's happening.
I'm lost.
In fairness, those kind of games, you never know where you are.
Go
Oh,
up.
it's another vent.
Go up.
And I still... Oh, I think I'm about to run out of hard drive space.
Huh.
Oh god, what? Ah! It's Geddington. No, more flares, 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 flares. Come here, flare. Oh great, another ladder. You can stay there. I've got a new flare, and he's going to be my. Oh god! No!
It shouldn't be so entertaining, but it
What
is.
the? Lights came on, but oh my god, I have my torch back.
I'd find you around this area.
You're a dick. I like you.
Help has arrived. There is a helicopter patrolling the area outside this hospital.
Yeah, I
as we
saw it
speak.
earlier.
The only problem is, my transmitter is being blocked by radio equipment inside the
That's
hospital.
How
funny.
does that
I'm
work?
not in a position to contact them by light signal either.
Why don't I just use the radio equipment to contact them for you?
You've been to the surgery area, correct? Then you're really close to the radio room. Get there and shut off that equipment. Then we'll be able to contact them and we can get the fuck out of here.
Convenient static. What the?
Always convenient.
Funny.
I thought I knocked you over.
Yeah, Ian.
No, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. These things happen though,
Oh,
right?
what?
What? Hello?
Options. Delete and rename. Wow.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. As
Nick,
you
something
do.
tells me to talking to her.
Ow!
Oh no. They've seen you.
Oh, fuck.
Beast.
No.
I'm waiting for
No.
the oh girl.
No. 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 What? No. 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 No.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Run.
Run away, crap.
I'm
I'm terrified.
save me, guy.
Is there a bloke there
Why
who's got
aren't you saying anything? Okay.
Hey,
Hit
Hey.
the switch.
hey.
Now it's gone dark.
I thought that was good.
Okay, it's good. Yeah, but it's gone dark in the game.
Lost.
What? He was a mannequin! I've been played for a fool! Ah! No! Run. Let me out.
Lock it.
Get out! Yeah. Oh, come on. That's just a lot of blood.
I have Oreo in my nails.
What? Oh, it's the girl again.
Oh no.
He
Is she doing a merry jig?
nope. She was stood over the body of a guy and far too much blood.
Ah. I thought you were about to say she was stood over the body of a guy and was farting.
Nope, that was just... Oh god, zombie!
Oh god.
Fuck you. Don't like you.
Yeah.
Ow! More zombies! Oh, that's it. It's gun time.
Oh, good. Bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang.
Take it. Flare. I can't run whilst holding a flare, that
Freedom
sucks.
of information is
Damn.
always very important.
Ah, what the? Zombie! Ah, he's on fire.
Yeah.
If you
Wait, no,
have
flaming
any
zombies are
problems,
bad.
Trouble or sudden aching pains,
I can't.
What's
I'm gonna
worse
move
than a
them. What
horde
the
of
hell?
undead beings trying to eat your brains?
they will be
A
Yeah,
horde of
now it's a
undead
dead
beings
flaming
trying to eat your
zombie.
brains.
Oh, more zombies!
Fire.
Ow!
You're right
Damn
there,
it,
man.
reload faster. Okay. Ooh, ammo. Whoa, I used a lot of ammo then. Axe time! What the fuck? Ah, da, da,
What's
What
happened?
happened?
there was a banging and the door flung open and then some of the whole faces were like, hi! We want to give you like, I don't know, we want to eat your face or something.
They wanted hugs?
No! They wanted to claw my face off.
Oh, they wanted hugs.
I might need hugs after this.
Kinda has hugs.
Bang! Bang! Door suddenly opens. What?
Shay?
Oh. I'm okay. I'm okay. Just strolling through. Haters gonna hate.
Shut up, small children, stop yelling. Sound
Radio
ridiculous. I'm gonna attempt to
Incoming.
make thing
Whoa,
work
it's my
again.
phone. What the?
Oh.
Console is locked. Find another way to shut it down.
Find another way. Huh.
Nick,
Make
we're so helpful.
rooms.
I'm gonna try and start to play Amnesia again.
Come on. Are you really that hopeless? Ah, no. What?
Badge. Badge.
Me
Jesus
fat.
Christ, just feed it in, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake, seriously, just get the fuck in there. Stop pissing about.
Just do the trick. It's all sealed up tight.
Is it going well?
No. You just... I'm trying to put it in behind a fence, like this gas cylinder, but whenever I throw it in, it gets zapped and magically like flies out. Fine, let's try this one. It's black, it's cooler.
The container is empty. I'm not sure it's going to get the job done.
Oh, well, how do you know that one's empty, huh? Seriously, I'm not even here.
It's gonna work with that canister sealed up the way it is.
I'll fucking open it then. Ah! I opened it. Oh god. What? Ah! Run!
Do you regret opening that?
Ah! Boom!
Ah,
You did it. I should be able to send a transmission within a couple minutes. You better get out of there. The whole place is on fire.
Oh god, it's on fire. What? Ah! Ow! Ow! What? Ah! Explosions!
oh
Ow!
god, what?
Run! Ah! What do? Ah! Explosions! What? Ah! Zombie! No!
Kill.
Go
Ah!
upwards.
Not that way!
Warning.
Go up.
Alert in maintenance area B. All staff,
Run.
please evacuate.
Ah! Suddenly falling explosions! What?
Try to go up.
Yeah, don't fall down.
Ow!
Go
What
up.
the? Not that way! Ow! Oh, not that way either. That's
Up.
fire. Fire bad.
Go up.
Jump! No, no, no. Run more. What the? Oh god, no, the fire's coming to eat me. Fire!
I got a bag of Milky Ways.
No, I'm gonna die!
Sorry, all I can do is quote these videos that I see.
The girl just saved me or something?
Go up.
I think she probably put you in a precarious situation, like Superman backwards.
Yeah,
Up.
but... Oh god, what?
Oh god, explosions.
Yeah, but the fire was coming to eat me, the door wouldn't open, and then she just came out of it and pushed me through the door. And then shut the door
Interesting.
again.
I think she wants you to go through it.
Maybe
Let's
she's got more
try
things
this.
planned for you. Didn't want you to
No.
die just yet. So what you mistook for benevolence was actually horrific murderous intent.
That's comforting.
I'm here to help.
Oh god, why is this so blurry? What?
Because your eyes are watering.
Ah! What body's flying at me? What? I can't see anything. What? What is going on? Ah! No, no, no! Leave me alone. That was the guy. What?
What
I'm on
guy?
a, I'm
That's a
on an
guy?
operating table. Uh-oh. Zombie. What? Leave me alone. Don't eat me.
The
Oh god,
guy
there's
and
two
the
of
girl
them.
now.
Are they together?
Oh
No,
god,
look.
she's there.
Oh
A
god.
skeleton.
Skeletons. Do you have bow and arrow?
No, or just lots and lots of blood.
That would be epic if suddenly you just had a
Dong.
Clank, 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 clank.
Loading.
boom.
Ah, SWAT team. I'm saved.
What the crap? You
You
standing
messed up with
crazy.
army people.
Yeah, you're fast when you're trying to run away from an exploding, flaming something.
True, I can imagine you are.
I've got no guns. Give me my guns back, you douches.
Alpha Squad, reread you loud and clear. We
Oh,
have one
stuff.
DIA, one civilian. Aborting mission, requesting evac stats.
What am I
Wow.
supposed to do?
You're cool. You're leaning against a wall. Well, fence.
Girls,
Well,
in the mission. Let's get the hell out of here.
You're girls? Jesus. They're starting on the radio made me think you're guys.
You didn't find Johnson on the way, did you?
Oh yeah,
You sure?
sure. I ate him for a snack.
Sounds like you're having fun.
Kill them to keep a couple
I'm making a standing crane.
Oh god, what?
uh,
Step 8, fold so you get figure
She's
9.
talking to me.
Great.
Did you say something?
Isn't that?
go.
Hey, it's a guy. He's got no head.
There's a guy now talking to you.
Is he that bloke in the thing?
No.
Oh.
Where'd your
The
head
new
go,
guy.
guy?
Yeah.
It's a dead guy. He's got no head. I think he dropped it somewhere. Whoa, guys, what are you doing there? Oh, a
Maybe-
button. Push.
Button, press it, press it, press it.
Loading bay gate now opening. Please stand clear.
Aww.
Did you press it?
Oh.
Did you press the button and then it did something funny, but then it killed it?
Kind of. I pushed the button and the door lifted up and the guy was stuck to the door and he was hanging from it. Then he fell.
Oh dang. That's
Hey guys, it's okay. I have a flare. I'm gonna put it in your faces. Where'd you go? Ha!
Yeah! Yeah!
I don't think it's that way, guys. Looks like we're going this way.
Ever killed a man with a sack? It ain't so hard.
Yeah.
I can't see a thing. La 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 la.
So I should get that reference.
Can't see a thing.
I just can't stop thinking about how scary you'd be if
Is that your conscience speaking?
Oh, now my flare's run out. You're dead to me, flare.
You are dead.
Oh,
what are you
now it's
doing,
getting loud and
Crane? You look
creaky.
ridiculous.
Ah!
You look ridiculous.
What the?
I heard smashing. And a bird.
Me no like the ambulances.
Oh.
Ooh, zombies.
Ooh.
Hey, zombies.
Hey, Rebecca.
I love it. I don't like ambulances. Oh, hey, zombies. Yeah.
Whoa. Fuck you. Guys, kill it for me. I'm too lazy. Nope,
me?
that's not killing it. That's it chasing
Okay,
after me.
Good.
But I'm not doing anything.
No, the SWAT team.
Oh.
Well, let's do this.
Yeah.
Look, just fucking. Oh. Oh, it's those things. Hey guys, I'm gonna smack you with an axe because I can.
The best reasoning ever. Why are you even doing this? Because I can.
Man, those things must get starved because they're thinner than I am.
Damn.
Oh, light. La la la, complete darkness. Turn my light off, it would run out. Oh, that's a dead end. Ooh, a door.
Ooh.
And some stairs.
Go up.
Go up.
I did
Oh.
go up.
Up.
That door's locked.
Go
Oh.
more up.
Nope, I've got to go down.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
It's a bad idea, man.
That's seriously not good. You'll regret it.
Silly, stop that.
Exactly. Up is the way.
Yeah, well, I've got a door, so screw you. Oh, the door doesn't let me either.
Locked door.
Haha.
Haha, see, you should have gone up.
Apparently I need... Yeah, but I'm gonna go up now. I need to go in a vent.
High five.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm busy doing origami, and B, I don't know where the number pad thing on new Skype is.
Whoa, whoa, what? Huh? What? What?
Who?
What? So much lag. Like, so much.
Burn the lag.
See, again.
Fuck.
No.
I'm so used to Minecraft, I press shift to go crouchy so I wouldn't fall off, and instead I started running and ran off. No, damn you, come down!
Funny. I suppose you made a standing crane, but it looks more like a fat duck. Or a goose. Great.
Yummy. Boingy.
It's time to make a fish.
Work! God damn it! How many times do I have to pull a bloody lever? Light, I said go off so you'll recharge. Did you not listen to a word I silently thought?
Is that you, Ian?
I think I know the answer to that. Yay, crawling through creepy vents again. Because why the hell not?
Because the base.
Base.
That's
Not
fuck.
very biscuit base.
That just leads to the guys again. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, what the hell, no. What?
What happened now?
Oh, hell no!
I just looked at where the guys were and now they're skeletons surrounded by blood. Yeah, they
bit.
got skeletonified.
I hope at the end of the game...
Like, silently and
good
instantly.
explanation of what actually happened.
Did you just say I hope at the end of the game they give you some bacon and tell you what happens?
Oh.
Yeah. No,
Really?
I hope they give you a good explanation of what actually happened.
Explanation. I thought you had bacon.
You know the Facebook group of money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you bacon, and that's pretty damn close.
Yes, I saw that.
I don't often like
The
groups.
guys
where
are okay.
They are.
Yep, and I was starting to
Ooh.
get worried because you guys were fucking dead. You were skeletons, man. Skeletons.
I think you should give them a high five.
I thought that you should give them a hug.
That would be the next stage of, you know.
What? High five for not dying, guys. You're not completely
Oh,
useless.
Hug.
Oh yeah. So that's why I keep them around. They open locked doors for me. Wait a minute,
hell
wouldn't they have
yeah.
done that to the other one?
Wait, did they have a locked door that they couldn't open?
Yeah, there's a locked door which they couldn't bother to open, so they made me go crawling through a vent and make me think they died.
That's kind of douchebaggery.
There's a dead body. Ah! Creepy crawly thing! Creepy crawly thing! Let's go, okay. Ah, God, I'm going. Not going.
Well, go.
Go, no, going.
Oh, that's a go.
Going. Yep, I'm going. Come on, keep up, guys. Oh, down here, I think. I don't know. Don't know where I'm going.
Do the guys not quite know the concept of just run like hell?
No.
Oh, dang.
They just think, oh no, we'll stand here and shoot and then we'll, oh, what the Leave the flare. It's done its job. That's a real word.
Riba!
Yeah, I am going. Jesus Christ, you guys keep up. Fucking door! Doors in this place are retarded. They don't open when you tell them to. Okay, if you...
They kind of think
Oh,
about
okay, they're keeping up. Oh. Are you guys okay? Did you...
it. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm
The
okay.
SWAT guys. They were like... That was like a... something.
You guys okay? Yeah, we're cool.
It's cool.
Oh, you guys.
At least we reply.
Yeah,
Pretend that we're dead.
yeah. We don't suddenly have skeletons around us.
True.
And we don't uselessly shoot at nothing because we're idiots.
And we don't make you go through vents.
Yeah, we're nice like that.
Exactly. Now go shut up and go through
That's
the
why you're my friends and I don't have SWAT guys as friends.
Oh, you're weird. Just come to school with a bunch of SWAT guys. Oh, guys, you're my friends. Where did you meet them? Oh, in this haunted house, you know.
with bad things everywhere.
And there was this lady who tried to kill me lots of times. She kept going boop and disappearing.
No, you bust that shit open.
With a banana.
Oh yeah, of course.
Banana.
Dick.
Banana.
You're a dick.
Banana.
Stuart's just kind of yelling at it, just like, I hate you. We just sit in the background going, banana.
Banana.
Loading bay gate
Well,
now opening.
I
Please
am a
stand
banana.
Well, should we get back now? Huh?
Nope.
Yeah? Or should we just stand here?
Stand there.
Up.
Apparently he doesn't like being alone with me. What do you think you're gonna do? Seriously.
Wait.
What?
Get control of yourself. Stop that noise. Now. Stop it.
One of the guys is freaking out.
What in the world is he talking about?
I heard a high-pitched noise.
Here. We gotta do something. We must have been walking around here for years. Why aren't you taking us out yet? Where are you taking us?
What?
Think about what you're doing.
Apparently you've been here for years. The guy's fucking nuts.
I have to react if this turns violent.
Maybe he likes a bag.
It's all your fault.
Give him a base
It's
now.
all your fault, you son of a
Give
bitch.
me some bacon.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
Yeah. I'm a zombie. Raw bacon. Oh, I'd love some.
This isn't looking good.
Roar hat. I like
Okay.
My eyes are open now. I can see what you really are. I'm gonna send you back to hell where you belong, you son of a bitch.
That was bullshit. I shot him in the head and blood came out of his chest. I just had to deal with one of the SWAT guys.
Why, had he gone a bit mad?
Yeah, he's about to shoot one of the other ones.
Oh, damn.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna send you to hell. And I'm like, already there.
No you.
Why would you do that? That's silly.
Stop
Zombies!
that SWAT man.
Yeah, well,
That's
oh
silly.
fuck, I can't see anything. Shooting!
Oh, I hear explosions and loud.
Yeah. It's just quiet and suddenly, oh my mind.
Pew pew pew, pew 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 pew. Ah, pew pew pew. Duh, the zombies. What do you think they're gonna do?
I feel the need to make scary noises every now and then. I just
Oh my
sound like a
God.
very drunk old man.
Yes. Hardy.
Drink!
Girl.
Yeah, well, they're in front of us too, and now they're on fire. I win.
Flaming horde of zombies that are trying to eat your brain.
You paused it. Trying to eat your brain.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
but
got
if you set them
distracted by
on
this orange
fire,
zombie.
you don't have to bother shooting them.
Yeah, but then if they get at you and want hugs, then
No.
Mm.
Everything. No, don't eat me. I'm not tasty.
Ah!
I'm raw and undercooked.
What is it even telling you to do?
Although actually, I guess I am pretty well cooked after that near-death experience with the fire. Oh, what the hell are you doing behind me? You are not. No. Get away. Get away. That's like a. He was like a stalker. I turned around and he was right in my face like, "Hi there. Need some help?"
Boo.
Looks like a transfer of humanity. Want some help with that?
What do you mean wait up for everybody? There's just
Oh,
us.
can I go? Is that the can? Oh.
We're
Can I-
shooting at the
Is that the Mac? Is
darkness.
that the Mac?
Seriously.
Can I have a cheeseburger without the cheese?
Oh.
Oh. Can I have a... No. That's safe.
You really wanted to wait to kill the zombies?
Everybody loves to kill zombies.
Yeah, but we could have just gone.
That would be silly.
Oh yeah, it stands right next to the open door.
I like what
Oh shit.
what Dara Brian said about zombies. He was saying that crime, the rate of crime is decreasing. It's just for the fear of crime.
If you know the way, why did you make me lead everywhere?
And he was saying, well, that's nonsense.
Well guys, just an update, there's just me and one SWAT guy left. They're all dead, but this one guy.
What happened?
I had to shoot one. One just got eaten.
You have to shoot.
One got sucked into a vent. One got killed by the girl/mannequin people.
What? Why did you have to shoot one?
Because he was going nuts. He was going to shoot everyone else.
Turn figure 13 inside out to make figure 14. It is paper. You do not turn things inside out. What do you even mean? Turn upside down? You mean turn upside down, you dumbass?
No, you turn it inside out. You take the paper which is on the middle of like it. Basically, you've got to like rip that shit in half down like the side, make it inside out.
Something tells me that this last guy left isn't going to last long.
Well, we seem to be doing okay so far. Oh, what the fuck's zombie?
I seem to be okay with. Oh god no!
Well, we're doing okay, and there's zombies and shit, but it's okay.
It's all cool.
It's all cool. I mean, I haven't been dealing with zombies since like forever.
What are you even?
Where are you? Oh, you're just being
We're here.
slow. Keep up. Honestly, you don't want to die like the others, do you?
Who's that? One got eaten.
You don't
This
fall
is
behind.
impossible, you fool!
Kill the
One got
zombies.
stuck.
Okay. Oh god, that's the army one. Army one, armored one. This calls for some Magnum action. So
I like them. They're nice as.
shoot him in the balls because apparently it's unarmored.
I hope that comes out with a tag on this YouTube video.
What? Shoot him in the balls.
Shoot him in the balls!
Helipad, I'm saved.
No, you're not.
Shush, don't say that. I'm
It's all
saved.
lies. You're gonna die.
This is Alpha. We're at the even point.
Well, I say I'm saved, damn it.
That in no way looks like a fish. You fool.
Yeah, well, I can see the helicopter, so screw you.
I'm busy making a fish, or trying to make a fish, but failing miserably because these instructions are far too vague.
Yeah, well, I have a heli. Oh god, no, what? That guy is a retard! Uh-oh. Running. Running. Helicopter pilots cannot fly helicopters to save their lives.
Wait, that's a bit of an oxymoron.
Wow, he was flying along, and then he decided that he'd go to sleep or some shit, and crashed into something, and then the helicopter went crazy and tried to run me over.
Well, he was flying fine, but then he suddenly decided that he didn't like the air.
Well, basically he decided, fuck saving those guys, I'm gonna kill everyone instead.
Maybe it was the girl.
Maybe she did.
Maybe she was flying it. I didn't know she had a pilot's license. Oh, I'm still alive.
Oh, that sucks.
What, you're still alive?
Yeah,
Why is that bad?
because I'm still alive. If I was dead, I wouldn't have to worry about shit. Oh,
So, how did your character even get to this house at all, or what?
hey guy, you're like dead.
No happy ending for us, I guess. I can't complete my objective.
Sucks to be you, mate.
Eliminate the man responsible for this mess.
Who?
He's building something. It'll let some play tricks with your mind.
That's
He
creepy.
can make you hallucinate, even kill you.
That's no fun.
This place was abandoned for some time now. We recently tracked all this activity and found him.
Well, that's
His name is
clever.
Dr. Romero. Find that
Oh,
man
him.
and waste him. Good luck.
Hell yeah.
That's weird from the side.
Basically, you know that Dr. Romero guy who's like, oh hey, here, let me help you all the time.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's got some magic machine which fucks up your mind, and he's been doing all this shit.
Well, what to do? Or did he just tell you all of that?
The last SWAT guy did.
Oh.
So, the weird guy telling you where to go is actually
I
evil.
heard every word
Yep.
that man said.
Uh-oh,
they
he's
go
talking to
and-
I
me.
am not a murderer.
Apparently he's not a
I
murderer.
have never intentionally killed anyone, and I don't plan on starting tonight.
Yeah, right, you crazy
Therefore,
bastard.
I want to give you the chance to decide. In just a moment, this elevator is going to stop on the main level, directly next to the main entrance to the hospital. If you want to spare yourself, just leave me in this hospital alone. If If you're bound and determined to find and kill me, though, just keep heading down the elevator.
Guys,
I won't
what
stop
should
you
I
from
do?
coming. Just be
Kill him.
warned. I will be
Well, the
forced to
option-
defend myself.
I can leave and apparently be spared, or I can continue down and kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Otherwise the girl will kill you.
Okay. Fuck you, guy. I'm coming to kill you, and then I'm gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna do something more horrific than the shit you've done to me.
This area is restricted to
I'm gonna make a
senior
duck.
level staff only. If you do not have the proper authorization, please
No,
leave
Nick.
immediately.
No!
Yeah, well, I have authorization. I've got a fucking gun.
It's for your own.
You want to see my authorization?
It's for my
That's
own good.
Oh,
Fuck
thank
you, you psycho bitch. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill all of you. I've had enough shit.
You're fighting the doctor guy.
Yes. He's been watching me the whole time. You can even see him my nice padded cell.
I gotta make an equilateral triangle. How do I do that?
Ruler.
I can hear the elevator, they are on their way down. I just hope the whole thing won't break the moment I start it. Fuck, I can hear the door, they are here, I just have to Okay, February 2nd. I'm here, Never Lose Hope Hospital. It's been a while. It feels like everyone is looking at me like they know what happened, what I did. I'm out of options, I have to hide here. April 2nd. There are rumours going around that they're bringing someone they found in the woods up north. Apparently they found him next to his crashed car. Everything else was burnt to the ground. Yeah, and there are some bizarre footprints. I hope my suspicions are wrong. That's April 2nd. April 3rd, I was right. That guy came from where I was afraid of. It's no coincidence. She knows I'm here. April 7th. I've taken shelter in the storage area under the hospital. I have nowhere else to go anyway, and I'm sure she is here. I have to hide. They must not find out about my past.
Ooh.
May 5th. I
My birthday! Win!
started to work on my old project again. Hopefully I've learned from my mistakes and there will be no more accidents. It was a hard choice, but I have to keep working on it. Perhaps I can use it to keep her away. It must be completed, no matter the cost.
Dun dun dun.
June 12th.
Dun dun.
Been hearing things. Can barely sleep anymore. I'm bored. July 1st.
This sucks.
Been a while. No one knows I'm here. I've lost track of how many days I've been down here. I can't remember the last time I saw the sun. I have plenty of food, but I have this constant feeling she is here, watching me. It's unbearable. I can't take it anymore. I'm moving to phase 1. July 21st. What have I done? Everyone's dead. They knew I was down here. It was self-defense. July 27th. The hospital is empty. Everyone is either long gone or dead, except for that guy. It doesn't affect him. It must be her.
I had a picture of this one guy like sitting in the corner. Apart from that guy.
Apart from him.
August 8th. I
Dude,
control
sure.
every
Hey,
goddamn
guys.
door, gate, lamp and sprinkler in this shithole, but the announcement system? No! Like being hunted by one pissed off bitch ain't enough. The goddamn thing is abusing me. Since when did I become such a pussy magnet? God.
What the crap is he talking about now?
I don't know, he's psycho. August 14th. Been working on my machine. I've been keeping a close eye on that patient, the crazy one, through the hospital's CCTV. I know she has something to do with him surviving here. I need to do something about this before it's too late.
Oh, there's
August
another lady.
15th. Still watching him. I swear he just moved. Now I think he's afraid of the girl more so than I am. And I think she's protecting me?
He's protecting you to get you to the doctor guy, and the
To
doctor
kill
guy
him or
gets the girl.
something. Yeah.
No.
So she's not so much a scary girl and more of a creepy guardian angel.
Intriguing.
August 19th. I've decided to get rid of him. I took a fire axe and went to the cells to finish this. The second I opened the door I felt a chill down my spine. It was her.
Dun dun dun.
Ah!
I couldn't do it and started heading back. On my way back I remembered that I was low on food and so took a detour to the cafeteria to stock up on food. Good thing I had the axe with me because I met Joe.
Oh, I see. That's why there was an axe in that guy's chest.
Yeah, he almost took my freaking head off, but I nailed him to the floor. Damn, it actually felt good. He was a terrible chef anyway.
It felt good.
October 13th. I think it's ready for phase 2. It's a risk, but I need someone to test it on. It's what got me into this mess in the first place. I can't give up now. I'm waking him up. October 13th. I did it. He's waking up. I can't do much from here, he's too far. I have to bring him closer. October 13th. Nothing I do is working. I can't take full control. It's her. She's inside his head, fighting with the machine. It's like she's protecting him. Oh man, this is bad. October 14th. Now I'm in real deep shit. Thanks to a lot of failed attempts to control him, I got the unwanted attention I was afraid of. Like being in this mess isn't enough, I can hear helicopters outside. God, what have I got myself into? October 14th. Yep, they sent SWAT in. I'm fucked.
Whoops.
I could try to mess with their brains and hopefully get rid of them, but the helicopter is just out of reach. I can't let anyone escape and reveal what happened here. I just can't. October 14th. I've got a plan for boosting up the range. I just need to shut down the equipment in the radio room somehow. And I think I got the perfect man for the job. Oh. October 14th. Haha, what a fool. The radio room is destroyed and I'm in full control now. I've already made one of them turn against the others. It's been such a long time since I watched a good movie.
Creepy.
October 14th. It's done. The helicopter is out of the picture, and so is the SWAT. The last of them is dying and doesn't pose a threat anymore. But that guy, it's like she's keeping him alive, no matter what.
That's you.
Ah, she was trying. She did save you.
Yeah, October 14th. He's coming. She's with him. I gave him a chance to leave. It's a risk, but we're in the middle of nowhere anyway, and I'm sure she'll tear him up if he tries to run from here. The core is finished. Kinda. I think I can win this. She can't get too close to it. That's why I built this whole thing in the first place.
Yeah, so when you had the option to run away, if you did, the girl probably would have killed you.
Eaten me or something.
I got you this far. I ain't gonna turn back. No.
Hey look, a Ooh, music.
Cactus?
Wow,
Oh,
he lives in a
camp?
shithole. Oh god. I think she was his daughter.
LOL.
I got a cactus.
Yay.
Wait, what's that? That looks important. Fuck off out the way, chair. You were nothing.
Did you just tell the chair that it knows nothing?
Yep. I think that might be his core thing. What's that say? I can't see. It's too small.
Were you reading his diary or something?
Yeah.
That's not nice, man. You don't read people's diary.
That's
Well, it's like, well, he left his computer on and at his diary, so. I mean, if people leave their Facebook on, people rape them, so.
What, if it was on Facebook, you would have raped him?
Yep.
This guy's...
I do, la 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 la.
Actually, it does look like he left Facebook on. Rape. Whoa, I see a room. Danger.
These are the most vague instructions ever.
No, we just went back up the stairs. Hey look, ammo. Whoa. Whoa, there's a big thing. It looks like... It looks kind of like legs with a giant spiky ball dangling from it in the middle.
Intriguing.
Hit it.
It's a giant spiky ball holder. Oh, and it's got lots of legs.
Always gotta have one of them.
Poke it.
Oh, the lights went on. Oh,
Go up.
oh, the lights. Whoa, the ball's retracting. It's at the top. Oh, it spins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder if it's a giant disco ball. Oh god,
No.
what? Nope, it's got a
This
shield
is the
thing.
core. I've worked on it for my entire life.
Look behind you.
Beautiful, isn't it?
There's
Every
nothing.
ideological civilization in the history of the world has tried to control the human mind.
I took out my earphones for a second. What's
After
happening?
more,
It's giant disco ball.
I will have succeeded.
With a
Less than
shield.
one lifetime.
Interesting.
Right now, I can't really control your brain, but I can play around with it. For example,
He says he's gonna play with my mind.
here we got some friends for you. They're
Huh?
not real, of course, not too mean.
Ah! You know those creepy crawly whole face
And they
things?
can hurt you.
Yeah.
He made them. Apparently they're not real, but you know, because of like magic and shit, they can still hurt me.
Ah.
What do? There's the big shieldy thing, and there's. Can I shoot him?
Shoot. Hit him.
Bulletproof glass.
Oh, no, it's bulletproof glass, apparently. Oh, button! Buttons are good.
Press it.
Go up.
Oh, it was a lever. Ah, creepy crawlies.
Go up.
Well, even with 50% of the power, every core's still fully functional. I didn't need that shield anyway. I have a lot
Cool,
of
apparently I
others.
just turned the shield off or something.
Win.
But the shield's
Alright,
still
I
going.
actually wasn't planning on using the
Oh.
pulse
Pulse
emitter, so
emitters?
leaving me no choice.
Oh.
Enjoy.
But if it's only at 50% power, how can it get more things? That doesn't make sense.
Backup generator.
I like
Oh.
that. Hell, even my head hurts a little bit from up here. Just let me recharge for a bit.
You lie.
I can break stuff.
Cool.
He hasn't actually finished building the legs. Whoa, I just got launched. The legs are like held up by wood stuff, so I figure smash that shit up.
Ooh.
Watch it.
This duck
Ow.
is silly and it doesn't make any
Apparently
sense.
the support beams are fragile.
What are you doing?
Ah! Oh god, one of the legs came
What the hell
off.
are you doing? The support beams are all that's holding the core up in the air.
Well, I'm gonna smash that shit then. Oh god, creepy crawlies.
I'm not going to let you keep doing that. Time to send you somewhere else. Into your own head. On my arm.
What? How many Oh, come on. I hear scary noises. Oh god, what? Oh, thanks, girl.
What's she done?
She just saved me from a load of creepy crawlies. Ah, so. Oh god, guy, what?
No.
So,
That can't
she's
She can't be
angry
here.
because her dad...
Stop it! You can't even imagine what will happen if this whole thing falls.
I don't
get
care,
it.
she's helping me, you're not. Deal with it.
So why does he want to kill you?
Because the girl's with me and he doesn't like the girl.
Why doesn't he let her go?
I don't know, he's afraid of her. And apparently it's bad if I break the core, because she'll do stuff.
Seriously. Get the fuck away from
So
her.
basically you either kill him to help her, but you don't know whether she's evil, or you run away from the guy and the girl will kill you.
Yeah.
God, you got dragged into this, haven't
Yeah, duh.
you? I mean, I don't like putting people in the middle of situations,
Core's
but
the only
that's
thing
hard.
stopping her from getting here. You can't destroy it.
Actually, I think I can destroy it. You just don't want me to.
Well, good night.
Good night, I don't want to go to sleep. Ah!
It's like Minecraft.
Ah, the door. What? What?
What does P even
The
mean?
doors disappear. Oh, I'm in a box. That's not nice. You're evil.
Chikaka!
Whoa, door. Suddenly.
Chikaka!
Sheesh kebab!
Hey, it opened. Sweet. I'm going the right way now.
Oh,
I have a textbook.
Oh, fuck. What's that?
I am amazing.
Oh, it's the mannequins again.
yay for mannequins.
No, they're not nice.
Can I write you
Oh
a check?
god, I don't want to open this door. What? Ah!
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 Oh! Would you
No.
like-
No.
Okay.
Sad face.
Nick, would you like a
Would I like a...
Please!
would you like a check?
For how much?
think it's gone.
Pen, how much do you want?
$10 million.
Done.
Oh no, no.
Nope.
Oh, you don't want one? Oh, okay then.
I know, I was just...
Yay, the girl saved me again.
Did she?
Yeah.
How was she doing?
Switch.
You just don't get it.
Why didn't she just get him though? Why does she need you?
Because...
He's behind bulletproof glass.
Oh,
And as we all know, that stops ghosts.
fuck's sake, I just died.
Ah.
There was a box, and I was like, ooh, box, and jumped after it, and then I went crunch and died.
Ah.
Hey, you just don't get it.
But.
You think you crashed your car in front
Why
of
does
our
she
house?
need your help? I don't get it. You're
I
just
just
like
did
a...
it again!
No.
Oh god, what? Lag. Fraps, stop lagging now. Good fraps.
You just don't
Oh,
get
wait.
it. You think you crashed your car in front of our house by accident?
Can you have a one point in the back of this, like when you're reading the diary? Can you have base?
You're just a pawn in her game.
Just so it's really tense and scary, and then up.
Stop clawing my face off.
I'm not a bad
They
person.
love you.
This whole thing is more complicated.
Sure, you're not a bad person. So why are you trying to fucking kill me? Why'd you kill all those people in the hospital and feel no remorse, huh? That's not typical good personness.
Why did he kill everyone in the hospital?
But he didn't mean to, but he was like, I killed them all, I don't care, I'm a bad person.
I'm glad.
Ha! You just made a Bioshock reference. Well, it ain't gonna work. No, sir. Even if you make, like, infinite awesome references, I'm still gonna break this shit. Just to spite you.
Once she's done with you, you're finished. She'll tear you up just like
Are you
everyone
breaking all
else.
his toys?
Yes, I'm breaking his toys.
Not cool, man.
Yeah.
His toys are trying to eat me.
Oh. Okay, then fair. That's fair.
Kick him in the balls.
Can't, he's behind bulletproof glass. Can't even shoot him.
That's not footproof glass.
Is he just standing behind glass whilst he sends lots of things to kill you?
Pretty much. Pretty lazy if you ask me.
Yeah, that's not very, like,
Yeah.
active
All
nemesis.
these super villains always hide behind them.
Because they think it's a good idea, because then they can't be shot.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but it stops them from stopping you from breaking all their shit.
That's
True. Duck has been way too much effort.
Well, I'll do a better job than you, mate. You just hide in your little bulletproof glass
To see
thing.
if she saves you
Coward.
from this one.
Oh god, what are you doing
Coward.
now? Oh, I'm back. Oh, what? What? I'm back at the house. I can't see anything. All I can hear is zombies. What? I can't see. Like anything. What?
Wing.
Go
Go
on
on.
the torch.
I can't
Oh.
see anything. It's all white. What? All I hear is zombies and... Ah! Go! Whoa. I think she just picked my car up, which I crashed at the start, and threw it at zombies.
Oh yeah.
So she can do that, why can't she throw it at the bulletproof glass?
Because it's an imaginary thing. She affects imaginary things, not real life things.
So how could she kill you then?
Because it's imaginary.
You have blown my mind.
She can kill my pretend mind and then I'll go dead and I don't even get what's going on, it's just grey.
Great!
Oh.
Might be a fairly old parent every time. How are they going to find that video?
Seriously? What? Oh, I can look around.
Shut up, baby.
I'ma just look at everything, even though I can't tell what everything
Bullet
is.
shocker, baby!
No, the baby crying in the background.
Oh, I hear I hear an ambulance. You're an ambulance. You're an ambulance. You're an ambulance.
Yeah, I thought you said you didn't like ambulances.
Yeah!
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, it's Sounds like an explosion.
Hey!
She sent
Right.
you all the way here?
Yep.
Don't you understand? It was an accident.
Now what's happening?
Oh, so before it was an accident, now it is.
Corey knew it. Just give up.
No bad creepy Corey, I want to live.
Hit him! Hit him!
Can't, I'm dying. Like, seriously.
Damn.
I can't believe it. I don't think she's helping you or anything.
You just have to kill endless wave of bad things until eventually you'll be like, round.
Oh god, I have 10 health. Whoa! I broke the core and stuff. Now everything's white again.
What happened?
I broke the core.
The core.
Look, it's him. Oh god, what?
Still operative. I guess I won.
It's still working. Fuck. Ha! It just broke. Sucks to be you.
Oh shit! Emily.
Emily, my love. He
Pat,
definitely loved her, so she was like a
Sorry for
structural
everything
wife
that's
or
happened.
some shit.
I'm sorry for everything I had to.
Oh,
Maybe it
she's
was clever.
pissed.
Oh, I heard yelling.
She just smacked him into a... Whoa. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ, if she loves him, I would hate to see what she would do to me if I pissed her off. Oh god, no.
What happened?
You're welcome.
Oh god, what? You're welcome?
Well, I guess I can stop recording now because it's the credits and credits are boring.
Why?
Basically, she grabbed him up, threw him around, and then she like exploded him into like limbs minus. Basically, she like, I don't know, all his flesh was gone and his skeleton like covered in blood through everywhere after she was done like slamming him into walls like he was like a rag doll.